Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. For you guys today, I'm sorry it's been so long since I filmed. I want to apologize for that. I have a piece of hair on me somewhere and I can feel it. It's been a minute. It's been a long minute since I uploaded a video, and honestly, I don't have a good excuse why. I just haven't felt like recording or putting on makeup. Today's the first time I'm gonna be putting on makeup in a hot minute. Like, it's been over a month, I think, since I last, oh my god. Well, par for the course. It wouldn't be one of my videos if some mishap didn't happen. Okay. But anyway, it's been like a month since I've put on makeup. Truly, the last time you guys saw me put on makeup, I think was the last time I put on makeup. And I don't have a good reason why. I haven't felt like putting on makeup. So today, what we're going to be doing is just trying to get back in the swing of things. Use makeup I used to love or I haven't used in a while. Which would be my entire collection at this point. And just put it on my face before I go to work. So this is going to be probably a quicker makeup video. For me anyway. But yes, that's what we're doing. So for the primer, I'm going to be using the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Face Primer. This I really like. I used to use this all the time because it offers a glow, but it's also really moisturizing. And I have very, like, dry skin. Even after I just did, like, my skincare, and I did, like, the Tower 28. I wash my face. I do the Tower 28 spray. I do that Inky List, one of the Inky List serums. And I let that sit in, and then I do another layer of the Tower 28 spray before I put on my moisturizer. And it, like, sucks it right in. And so like I said, I've got very dry skin. And then this is the Say Rose Glow. It's probably a liquid highlighter, honestly. But I do 2 pumps of that in with the Banana Bright Primer, just to add more glow to my skin, because like I said, it's fairly dry and dehydrated, and I like to glow. So we got that on. I'm gonna let that sink in for a little bit while we do our eyeshadow. Eyeshadow is really easy today. I'm just gonna use my e.l.f. Camo Concealer, hydrating camo concealer as an eye base. And then I'm going to be reaching for the Skin by Kim matte palette. I wish, do you know what I've realized with this brand? This would have been in my non-negotiable makeup if she had launched it 3 years ago. Like if she had launched within a year of her shutting down KKW Beauty, I think it would have done better than what it's doing, because the hype for her cosmetics has died down. She brought back her lipsticks and her lip liners, which is what people really wanted, but the makeup that we were getting from her before, people can say it's boring. I loved it. Like, I love this palette. I do. But there's other brands that have had time now to move in and kind of snag their way into my heart. Like Vive, for me, I would say that's now one of my hard makeup brands. I will buy anything they put out. Like, I will not buy it maybe necessarily right when it launches, because their stuff is like Charlotte Tilbury priced. It's expensive, but I will buy it at some point. Do you see how well the skin is giving? Skin is so glowy. I love it. Also, like, my chest is really glowy right now because I put on A&E ointment on my chest and, like, on my wrist, because I wanted to smell really good. And A&E ointment is basically Vaseline. So I know if you put, like, fragrance on top of Vaseline, it stays better. So I just did that. I look greasy, though. I'm not greasy. Like, I'm actually not. Okay. But I'm gonna take just a, it's not really a blending brush, but I use it because I've got really hooded eyes and it fits in there really well. I'm just gonna go for shade 7 and shade 3. So I'm gonna mix this one and this one together to get my color that I want. I'm hoping, honest to God, that I'm gonna be able to record more, or at least on a better schedule here pretty soon, because I actually started making myself take time off from work. Like, before, you figure in November and December, I just started a new job. Like, I went back to Family Dollar as the store manager, and they mandate 6 days a week for that time of the year, for the busy season. And it doesn't drop back down until after Christmas. Like, I don't get a day off until after Christmas, or a second day off till after Christmas. And with me having the second job, truly, unless it's like a day off in the middle of the week, I just don't get a day off. So I started making myself take a day off because I'm getting tired, I'm getting worn out, and you can see it in my skin before you see it anywhere else. Like, I started breaking out again in places I haven't broken out in years. Like right here on my temple, there's like a huge like pimple right there. I got one on my chin, and granted, like, my period just ended and I don't know why, but I break out worse the last 3 or 4 days of my period than I do in the week and a half prior to it starting. Don't know why, couldn't tell you why, but I do. Okay, so we have, ew. Huh. That's interesting. Oh no, that's dandruff, okay. Okay. And then for my eyes, like the shimmery part of my eyeballs, I think, where are they? There's 2 of them right there's the 3rd one. I have these Charlotte Tilbury eyes to memorize, like cream pot eyeshadows. I have Amber Gold, Oyster Pearl, which is arguably, I think, her most famous shade, other than like how she has her orgasm everything, and then Chocolate Bronze. I think I want to do a little bit of the Chocolate Bronze and Amber Gold. Let me show you. So this one is Chocolate Bronze and this one is Amber Gold. So I think if I do a little bit of Amber Gold across the majority of my lid, and then do like the Chocolate Bronze on top of like a darker shadow on my outside corner, that'll be really pretty. I used to love these. I literally would take like a brush like this, dip in, and swirl it on. So I think I'm just gonna take shade 10 in the palette, which is this one right here, like a darker brown matte, and I'm just gonna put a little bitty bit of that on my outside corner and blend it in to the other colors. Just like that. Okay. And then I'm gonna take more of a We'll do this one. This is one of the Laura Lee and Lunar Beauty brushes. I'm gonna take Amber Gold on a flatter brush like this one, dip in there, and I'm gonna put that where I have the pretty blank spot on my lid. And just swipe that on. And I always do it in more of like a cut crease shape. Just so it sits right. And then if you want to, you can take the brush that we used to put down like the transition colors, and you can just kind of blend that out a little bit, and it'll soften it. Just a pinch, not too much, just a pinch. And do you see like how sparkly it is? I love it. And then I'm going to take the other end of that brush, because this is a dual-sided, so this is like a more stumpy brush, and I'm going to dip in the chocolate bronze and just tap that on there. There's that. And I'll take the brush that we used to apply the darker color and just blend this in as well. Like that. Beautiful. Just beautiful. I love these things. I love how easy they are. I love how easily they blend. I love that you can like literally, these are one and done shadows if you want them to be. I love them. I don't know why I stopped using them, other than the fact I don't even know. I don't even have a good reason. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Tula Skin Care Radiant Skin Brightening Serum Skin Tint SPF. So this is basically a tinted sunscreen, and it offers actually a decent amount of coverage. So I'm going to take, let's take this brush, and I'm just gonna do some squiggles on my face. Yes, I know you shouldn't do squiggles, but oh well. I don't use these on anybody else. The makeup I have for other people sits in its own separate space. I'm just gonna take a brush and blend that in. And you see like the skin is still really glowy, but it covers up. It's a very sheer skin tint, right? Like it is tinted, but it's just enough to even up and hide my redness. I'm gonna take the concealer, which is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo, and put that down as well. And I really use this just under my eyes and where I see additional redness, which is usually around my nose and my mouth. And then I'm going to take, technically this is a highlighter brush, but this is also, well, is it a highlighter brush? I use these shapes of brushes for highlighter, but they also make really excellent concealer brushes too. There's like just enough density to blend it all out, but not so much that it lifts and moves all the product around. And after this, I have to go pay my eye bill, because for whatever reason my insurance doesn't cover part of an eye exam that they have to do, so I have to go pay $50 for that, which doesn't sound like a lot, but I really think insurance should just cover. Like if I have to pay, you know, $100-something a month for insurance, then it should just be covered. But what do I know? Apparently not a damn thing. This is the Fenty Cream Bronzer in Butter Biscuit. And I really like this one because of how cool toned it is, which on me makes it perfect. It's literally just a perfect color for me. So I take that and I use it as a bronzer. So I apply it above my cheekbone. If you're a little bit warmer than I am, and I tend to fall in like a cool neutral category. If you're warmer than I am, this is probably gonna pull really gray on you, and you might want to use it as a contour, but I use it as a bronzer. Or maybe even if you have like olive skin tones, it might work for you. Now I just use it to sculpt around my nose like that. And then with that same brush I used for the bronzer, I am going to mix these. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know for a long time, these were my favorites. These are the NARS multiplier sticks, and I have the shade Coco Cabana, I have this shade South Beach, this one is Maui, and then I have Orgasm, because these are two like blushy shades. And with these, you're supposed to warm them up. You actually probably should warm them up on your hand or whatever. I am going to. I just put like Maui down first. These are gonna stay out. I need to use these more. And then this is the shade Orgasm, and I'm gonna warm this one up as well. And I just kind of mix these together. And then, where'd the brush go? This brush. And I'm gonna, the same brush I use for the bronzer, I'm just gonna blend that in. Just so. Okay, so there's that. And then for powder, where is it? I have the Lunar Beauty loose translucent powder. I actually think I need to open this. This stuff, oh my goodness, okay, is the shit. It is so good. It's so, not even like coverage, because it doesn't really do coverage, but it's so blurring and just softly mattifying, because I like to look glowy, but I don't like to look greasy. So I'm gonna take a little powder puff and just pat underneath the eyes. Do it around my nose. On my forehead. And do you see, like, it softly mattifies my skin. Still looks like skin. It doesn't look cakey or dry, which is amazing. Okay. There's that. And then for powder bronzer, which is why I didn't set my entire face. Okay. Powder bronzer. This is the old formula, or the old packaging of the Hula Light from Benefit. And I'm just gonna take a brush, go in there, and put it on where I put on bronzer. And this is just gonna help sculpt. Do you see like how sculpted that side of my face looks now? Let me see. Make sure I'm blended. Okay, so that's the bronzer. For the blush, see, I gave away a bunch of my brushes to one of my friends, and now I'm low-key regretting it. Like, and I know in my head this is plenty of brushes. I know it in my head, but I low-key regret giving her a bunch of brushes. I do. I'm not even gonna lie and say I don't. I do. This is, nope, I want a specific shade. This one from the Lunar Beautiful Fantasy Collection. And I'm going to be using that blush palette because I love this thing. And I literally will just mix all 6 of these colors together on the brush. And I just get like the perfect, more cooly toned, glowy pink. And because the brush is so dang big, it diffuses perfectly. Just so. Beautiful, perfect, love it. Don't mess it up, Shanna. And then, where's my brow pencil? I'm going to quickly go ahead, do my eyebrows and my mascara. This is a Morphe Slim Brow Pencil, the Charlotte Tilbury Exaggerized Volume Mascara. This is the bee's knees, but I cannot do it on camera. Cannot do it. Well, I can, but it's weird to watch somebody put on their mascara, I think. So yeah, we're gonna go with that. BRB. Okay, so I put on the mascara. The last thing I'm gonna do to my eyes before I figure out what lip liner I'm gonna wear, because I don't really have a lipstick pick out. I have a bunch. They all kind of look exactly the same color. So it's really a matter of like how deep do I want my lips to be. I'm going to take a really skinny, it's not really, well, I guess it's a pencil brush. And I'm just gonna go into the shade 10 that we used on the outside corner again and mix it with 11 to get like a darker color. So I can smudge out my eyes. Like that. And then I'm gonna take this gem. This is the MAC Step Up Bright Extra Dimension Skin Finish palette in the shade Light. Do we see how used that middle shade is? What I've started doing with this, and it, like I said, it's been a minute. It's probably been 3 or 4 or even 5 months since I reached for this, is I've just started mixing like all 3 shades together. I literally just swirl my brush in all 3. But I think we're gonna go a little bit on the darker color today. And then I'm just gonna take this brush and just pew pew. Do you see how soft it is? I think that's my favorite part. It's the fact that this is just a really soft palette. Like, it could very well be skin. If I wasn't wearing a full face of makeup. Like that. The highlighter. Those are my keys. That's the bouncer. That's the foundation. Put this back over here. And then for the lip liner, I'm just gonna pick a random one and go from there. Oh shit. This is an old one. This is KKW Mauve 2. So we're gonna do like a mauve pink lip liner, and then to be honest with you guys, I don't know what lipstick to put over it, so I'm probably just gonna pick one that's a clear gloss. Alright, there's the lipstick. There's the lip liner. It's basically a mini lipstick. But anyway, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please do not forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. I'm going to try and get better about uploading. I do miss it. This was probably the most relaxing thing I've done in a while. So if you guys like these, please do not forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. I'd very much greatly appreciate it. And with that being said, I will see you all in my next video. Goodbye, friends.